I'm going to give you a series of instructions and I'd like you to follow them. At the end of this road, we're going to be turning left, and then at the roundabout, turn right, third exit, and from there, I'd like you to follow the signs for the A1 and then Bournemouth. If you are one of the test candidates that is concerned about the introduction of independent driving to the driving test from the 4th of October, here are a few tips that might help you put your mind at ease and hopefully help in your preparation towards passing this new element. It is important that you put safety at the priority of all tasks that you do during the driving test. Getting to the required destination should be secondary. As long as you're driving safely, even if you get lost by going the wrong way, if you do it safely, you will not even be penalized. No driving errors will be marked on the sheet. One of the key skills that will help you with this new independent driving element is being able to anticipate and plan your journey. Therefore, get a lot of practice anticipating and planning while driving. You should be able to scan the road ahead, looking out for signs, and also observe what is going on, because you will have to deal with junctions without being prompted, and this is what independent driving is all about. If you happen to find yourself in the wrong lane for the direction that you need to go into, rather than making a sudden change, it is better if you just go in the direction that the lane you currently are in goes towards. So if, for example, you needed to turn right at a roundabout and you're in the left-hand lane, it would be better for you just to check your mirrors, signal left, and go left than trying to signal right, crossing the path of oncoming vehicles who most likely will not give way to you anyway, because there are not a lot of considerate drivers who would give way to a learner. You can ask the examiner for directions if you're not sure where to go. So if you see a junction approaching and you can't remember which way you should go, just ask the examiner and he will remind you or tell you which way to go. Just make sure that you ask in good time. On the driving test, during the independent driving element, you should not be afraid or worry about getting lost. That is not the point of the test. If you're not sure where you're going, or if you do make a mistake and go the wrong direction, just tell the examiner, I think I've gone the wrong way. Could you please direct me back to the right way we should be going? And the examiner, by all means, should help you get back to where he wants you to go, because it's in his own interest as well to make sure that you don't go the wrong way and therefore spend too much time on the test, thereby endangering the next test being cancelled. Also remember, if you do go the wrong way and you happen to go into a dead end, then the easiest thing to do would be to turn the car around and come back out of the road. If the road is too narrow for you to be able to turn the car around without using any of the driveways, then do use the driveways, as long as you are very careful and make sure you are aware of any pedestrians. Just because you have to do a turn in the road does not mean that you can't use the driveways, because you are not being examined on the maneuver itself. It's your overall safety that is more important. So, to summarize, just remember that even though independent driving means that you might need to navigate to a particular point, what is more important is your ability to be able to anticipate, deal with junctions safely, and also, if you do get lost, knowing how to ask for directions to get back to where you want, or deal with these situations safely. It is not about getting to the destination, but being able to use your common sense to either turn the car around, ask for directions to get back to where you need to be, or just find an alternate route to getting to where you want to be. You must be independent. One of the reasons why independent driving was introduced is because a lot of candidates, because they are prompted about a junction, they can remember to check your mirrors and signal. But when they are not prompted, for example, at a roundabout, they don't check their mirrors, or if it was a compulsory left turn, you see them not checking their mirrors or signaling. This is the whole point of independent driving. Being able to use the skills that you have learned and applying it, especially because once you've passed the test, you are going to need to do this anyway.